Alright, so one time, y'all, check this shit out. So one time, we on tour, boom. We was out there in Beverly Hills. Cause we had to shoot a video. We was out there in Beverly Hills for 2 or 3 reasons. A nigga like Lloyd Banks had the video with a singer named Avant. Boom. It was in Beverly Hills. But we was fucking around in Compton too, cause you know, we out there with S.P.I. It's LA. So we moving around. We having fun like a motherfucker. LA is big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Cali, man, one of my favorite places in America, man, besides Cashville. You know what I'm saying? So I was really soaking it in, man. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? And man, we was actually on the way. We wasn't on the way home. We was finna fly somewhere else. I think we was going to the Bay Area from there. But either way, we was going back to Miami or something. But we was going back to the airport. So we headed to LAX. We forget that we had a few zips of weed. Talk about some real dope, some good gas. Some of that Cali, man, you know what I'm saying? For real. Them boys unplugged us here with some of it good. So somebody called us, they tell us, man, y'all gotta get rid of that weed. They not gonna let y'all fly with that, man. Y'all know that, man. Remember we got all that weed, so boom. Nigga Buck tell us, it's Buck, we ride this Buck Banks. Like we about 13, 14 deep, cause all us finna fly out. Buck, I think Trina is with Buck. The rapper Trina is with Buck at the time. So this muck ass nigga Buck, y'all, he got Trina. He got Trina up in first class, but he got the goons. He got all his artists, all the goons. Rest of everybody else. We up in coach, nigga. I don't even think Banks was with us. Banks didn't want with us. This was just Spider, couple Spider homies. This was all us, nigga. Boom. So it was some New York niggas, some of them G-Unit niggas too. I remember 6'2" was up. Man, we smoked probably about, oh my God, we smoked so many blunts on the interstate headed to LAX. We blowing. I'm talking about, man, the whole van, this shit look like Cheech and Chong, and it look like when Shaggy and Scooby-Doo get out the van, they get smoke everywhere. We was in a little cooler van when we was on tour. Man, it was so much smoke. When we pulled up at the airport, the nigga, you know, like the security, the airport security, or whatever, the little airport police, they really wasn't tripping. It was funny to them. It was funny as hell to them. Like, they telling us, man, y'all, when we stepped out and all the smoke went everywhere, they bumped down on us, but then they realized, like, okay, it's G on the south, it's G on them. Like, man, that's how they is. You know what I'm saying? Buck them, they rappers. So they laughing at us, you know what I'm saying? They talking with us and shit, everything cool. Man, but when we going through the airport, man, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like they treat thug niggas different in the airport sometimes, man. You get extra searched and everything. They don't even feel like you're supposed to be. It's just like any other form of racism, man. They disenfranchise us and they bust out all of the extra searches that they've been trained to do and use that shit against us. So long story short, we make it through the searches, we board, we give them our tickets, because we spending good money. Airport we go through, we bringing a bag, because it's 15, 20 people flying, man. Back then, flights was not $50 a piece, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no pandemic and shit, nigga. That shit cost chunks to just fly all around America. We in private jet, we on PJs, then we on regular flights and shit, then we switching back to PJs. Sometimes, like in North Carolina, I was talking to one of my homies in the comments, show love from NC, shout out NC. I was telling nigga one time we hopped on a PJ and we did 3 cities in North Carolina one day. We ended up doing 3 shows in one day. I was beat down, hoarse by the end of the day, couldn't talk. We We went to Winston-Salem, we went to Raleigh, North Carolina, and we went to another city in Durham, in North Carolina. All on that PJ feeling good. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? This when we was in LAX, we just on a regular flight. It might have been something like Delta or whatever. So, long story short, man, we fuck around. I'm talking about we so loaded sitting on this plane. Everybody chilling. Now, I told y'all in another video, me and S.P.I, we was some steppers, so we still had a stepper mentality. We still do shit like go to the back. Nigga, we every time we board a plane or a bus, a tour bus, we going to the back, man. You know what I'm saying? We cooling where the thugs hang out at. We ain't with all that old being around no kind of bullshit and authority or police or running us hot shit. So me and Spider is in the back of everybody. And while we finna board, everybody got their shit loaded up, got all their luggage, their own board luggage. We just chilling. We just trying to really shake this high. Niggas are ordering drinks and shit so you can try to, like, balance out that high. Because all that weed, we done gunned it and straight, like blazed it to the head. Like, hot boxed it, nigga. Niggas is dizzy high. You know what I mean? So, we ain't even, when you smoking weed, you can't tell how much you smell like weed, y'all. So, okay, this how it happened. Buck chirp us. I always tell y'all back then we had the chirps. So we on the next tail. The nigga Buck chirp us and tell us, hey y'all, like, hey, okay, I don't know who she finna get, but I'm telling y'all to be cool, man. The steward is on the way back here. And she said that they finna get somebody, man. They said they smell weed. Y'all be careful. That was the warning. This nigga setting up in first class where the steward is done linked up and clicked up and had a meeting. They ain't thinking that none of the first class customers got nothing to do with none of them niggas back in coach. Whole time they exposed their whole hand standing right by Trina and Buck, not realizing that that's they people back here. Man, so it was like two Hispanic ladies, you know what I'm saying? Soon as Buck chirped, I think he hit 6'2". And 6'2" instantly turned around, told the nigga next to him, boom. It took 1 minute, it took a half a minute for the word to make it all the way to the back to me and Spider. That, man, the police on us for smelling like weed. And they finna pick somebody out, so y'all do what y'all do, try to hide the smell. Me and Spider instantly go to our little bag, nigga. I remember you know what I'm saying, one of us had like some little, maybe Axe spray or some cologne, good cologne, some chewing gum. We all the way in the back, so we thinking, I know somebody gonna get picked before us out of every motherfucking body. We 12 or 13 maybe, man. They might have been 14, 15 of us on that big ass, it was like literally a 15 passenger van, and nigga, we was dunked on that bitch, nigga, blowing. Everybody had 1 or 2 blunts just smoking them to the head on the way to the what's the name. It's just so much smoke. So they could have picked anybody. But that bias kicked in, y'all. You feel me? And I seen it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't all the way woke back then, but I mean, I ain't never been, you know what I'm saying? 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 I ain't never been on the short end of the stick as far as just common sense is concerned. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew about some black, white versus Latino versus poor versus rich versus old versus young type of stigmatism, stereotypical and disenfranchisement ass type of shit, etc., etc. I always been hip that, man, this shit going on. They playing a nigga cuz such and such, such and such. Boom. Gal name is walking down the aisle, looking at everybody, because come to find out, we didn't find out till later on that Buck exposed us. Gal and them didn't know which one of us smelled like weed. They just said, which one of them was it? Which one of them was it? The other one was like, I don't know which one of them it was. Gal said, well, fuck it, we finna go pick one of them, and he getting up off of this plane. One of them getting off of this plane, though, because I smell strong marijuana. I know I smell it. Boom. The other one like, I smell it too. So they cut back through the aisle to Coach, and they coming towards all us. They just looking. And it's 2 Latino ladies. Can't nobody say nothing to everybody. I'm in the back. I pulled my phone out. I jumped on her, you know what I'm saying? Because the plane ain't took off yet. We still sit on the runway. So I'm fucking with my phone. I'm doing what I learned from one of the homies. When it's smoke, pull your phone out or your pistol out, nigga. It's one of them gonna save you. I pull the phone, nigga. I'm low. Man, she came back through that. They passed everybody. The pressure getting hot, man, because I'm sitting there like, hey, man, this some bullshit. This ain't cool, buddy. I don't want none of my niggas to go down, but I'm like, how the fuck they saying they gonna pick somebody, and bitch, you ain't picked nobody yet. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, You know, long story short, nigga, they get back in close to me and S.P.I. They stop. They looking at both of us. They just looking at us. And while they looking at us, I ain't looking at them. I'm looking the other way. I'm trying to act like I'm looking at the runway, whatever right now. Chewing the hell out my gum. Because, like, man, I'm from Cashville. I ain't trying to get left in no motherfucking L.A. I have no connects out there, nigga, at this time. Nigga, I'm linked in with S.P.I. I'm linked in with, nigga, a couple of motherfuckers out there. And I'm linked in with, shit, damn, I didn't even know JT the bigger figure in the Bay Area yet. I met him after this shit. So, and I'm gonna leave a video about that eventually. But, you know, buddy, that shit was crazy that day, man. Gal holla out. She just decided, I guess it was because I wasn't dressed. Like bottom line, you could tell S.P.I. was the only one out of us that had the khaki suit on that day. And she instantly picked him out because he L.A. gangbanger, fit the description type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she sized S.P.I. up, looked dead at S.P.I., looked at me. I'm in there with G-Unit gear. I had a G-Unit t-shirt, had my hat cocked, you know what I'm saying, straight to the back. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't blue or red. It ain't none of the cold hats that sets well in LA. It just was like a G-Unit hat or maybe a Titans hat or something. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have had on like a Eddie George. I wasn't dressed in colors, y'all. Whatever I had on, it was like black and orange G-Unit or something like that. And I dressed like a nigga from down south. She sized up Spider and seen, man, this nigga's in here. She could see the LA ancestry in his face. She could tell that this one of the ones that probably went to war with a set from where her people from on the slick. You feel me, man? I'm talking about they got the mug in S.P.I. Man, they zoomed in on S.P.I. Nigga had a blue khaki suit on, man. And back then, y'all, we used to wear the long sleeve khaki suit, the long sleeve khaki shirt, but we'll have a throwback jersey up under the khaki shirt. So, nigga, that's just, nigga, you in there just like nigga S.P.I. in there, nigga, with like, you know what I'm saying, a Rams or something on, nigga. He in there with something mean, like, and a blue khaki suit on, man. She decided right then and there, this the one I'm getting. She went in on S.P.I. When she went in on S.P.I., you know what I'm saying? As soon as she went in on him, S.P.I. bucked it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how dude is. Shout out to my nigga S.P.I. crazy ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude ain't going, man. On no level. Fuck you talking about. Nigga, he ain't ducking no wreck. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he all smoking. Nigga don't want none of it. You feel me? That nigga silly. Dude get to bucket this lady. I tell him, hold on, y'all. There you go. Doing this little footage right quick. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? What's her name holla out? S.P.I. holla out. Man, you got me fucked up, man. Nah, man, I ain't going nowhere. Gal like, man, excuse me, sir. You gonna have to come up off of this plane. Now, S.P.I. like, man, I'm not going no motherfucking well, buddy. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm not going nowhere. Hell is you talking about, man? And I'm talking about in L.A. language, nigga. He ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga's on like, look here, man. Let me tell you something, cuz I ain't going nowhere. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, damn all that. Ain't none of that going on. Now, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was straight up furious and gas, man. That nigga, I'm telling him, S.P.I., chill out, buddy. Just chill, homie. Homie, just chill. I don't do that. Because I'm thinking they going to kick all our ass up off of there. And maybe I'm thinking S.P.I. can just go on and finesse his way through this. But it was already like, you could tell, nigga, it wasn't no hatred between them just because they race. But I could tell that they could tell it ain't going to be no resolution about this, nigga. It's up right now. So S.P.I. just, nigga, saying he went in. He talked funky to him. And they threatened him with the LAPD. Man, they give a fuck about no LAPD. Man, soon LAPD stepped up on the what's name. He talked funky to him, let him know. Off the top. Man, I don't give a fuck. Man, he talked so funky to dude, man. I'm sitting there looking at this. This motherfucker look like Rampart. You know what I'm saying? He look like, you know what I'm saying? On all the movies to niggas like us down south, nigga, this the motherfuckers. What the fuck, man? This the LAPD, man. These the motherfuckers that were crowded around Rodney King beating on him, man. Don't do this, buddy. Hold up, nigga. Don't set them off. Nigga, they the same as police down south. You fuck you talking about. Man. S.P.I. didn't give a damn about that, y'all. They kicked that nigga up off when he talked funky to Officer Friendly, little jerk ass. He a little young bum, making a couple of thousand a month, putting his life on the line every day out there. In the land where it's real. Whole time, buddy, he called the reinforcements on S.P.I. When he called them in, they kicked S.P.I off the plane. They ain't grab him or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because S.P.I ain't going. He ain't with all. He ain't gonna let you just get physical without him getting physical back. But they escorted him up off the plane. Boom. We fly out. That's when we end up flying to Phoenix. That's what we was headed to, matter of fact. So boom, that's how something else popped off. Listen to this shit. So we fly to Phoenix. When we get to Phoenix, we get to the hotel. I'm furious because I'm back there with S.P.I. and I'm knowing this shit wasn't right, and I'm knowing that the bitch only did this shit because he was the only one out of the whole gang who looked like he from L.A. Straight up. I'm furious about it, and I'm like, man, this shit ain't cool, man, I did S.P.I. But they telling me be cool, nigga. They checking on S.P.I, nigga. He straight. Boom, he ain't go to jail or nothing. When I finally found out my nigga didn't go to jail, I was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then my nigga, this shit crazy, y'all. And then listen, and then okay, we went to this club. It was a club with a spinning stage where you got the stage spin around. So it was like it was Swiss Beats and his first wife, I forgot her name. She an artist though, but it ain't Alicia Keys. It was this other artist. She was an R&B singer. She was dark skinned, and Swiss Beats used to be married to her. They owned the club, and it was in Phoenix. It was in Nevada somewhere. It was in Phoenix. I wanted to say Vegas, but it had to been Phoenix though. So we out there at this nigga club. It's literally some Native Americans. It's some Native American females. They link up with us before the show. Cause one of them, I'm talking about, man, she black as night. She done told me she'll do anything to meet Buck. So y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Like once we confirm, and she bad. I'm talking about super chocolate black Indian from a whole tribe down there. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Once I start telling them, man, you know, I'm from East Tennessee. My people is a tribe. You know what I'm saying? You know, she started telling me some secrets about, where, you know, they found pyramids and stuff in Tennessee where your people from. You need to check on stuff like that, man. Your people, she was the first one that told me that Indians speak Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? And all else is the same, you know what I'm saying? That everybody here was, you know what I'm saying? Like, she told me about the Olmec statues, all this shit. She told me a whole lot of shit within like 20, 30 minutes conversation. We just blowing. But anyway, you know, after I knocked her down, y'all already know I smashed good. You know what I'm saying? We put them in the limo. So we headed to the club where we about to perform at and shit. DjWhooKidd is in the limo. Shot Money was in the limo. And all them females, I had like 5 or 6 of them. It was like 5 of them in Gal Click. They was bad. They was just young. I told Shot Money what was going on. That I told him I was going to let them slide along because, you know what I'm saying? Everything was 100. And Shot Money was like, fuck it, nigga. So we threw him in the limo with us. Now, mind y'all, when we get to the club, WhooKidd had a couple of females with him too. So he get out the limo with a couple of females to walk them in the club with him. And he had a Jacob and Jeweler rolling on his left, and he had a bracelet. The bracelet cost like $50,000 to $75,000. That motherfucker was glistening, all VVS. So when he got out the limo with the 2 females on his arm, it literally, the clasp on it popped open and it slipped off of his wrist. Nobody saw that except 2 people in this world. WhooKidd didn't see it. The females that he was walking with didn't see it. They was high and silly and drunk. And plus, mind y'all, WhooKidd not a street nigga, so he was just like out of his element, playing like he was in it. So he was lacking. And me and one of the females who was in the Indian crew, the Native American crew that I took in there, one of them seen it. Me and one of them seen it. As soon as she seen it, she ain't take no chances, nigga. She went straight to that motherfucker and grabbed it in case I slipped. She went straight to her, grabbed it. And as soon as she grabbed it, I smacked her on her wrist. Y'all question WhooKidd about this, because WhooKidd remember that shit. So when I smacked her on the wrist, I told her, put that down, girl. Put that down. Fuck is you doing? She laughing. I grabbed it, I picked it up and put it in my pocket. I grabbed around her neck. I said, come on, man, I'm still finna take you in the club. All y'all come on. I took all of them in the club, about 4 females. I get in the club. I find Buck because Buck had the cigars and I had the weed. So as soon as I find Buck, I link up with Buck. Buck telling me he done linked up with some Crips. So I think they was the rolling 60s. He done linked up with some neighborhoods. I don't know what they was rolling off of, but they was some neighborhoods. He done linked up with some neighborhoods. They was in Sky Blue. He done linked up with the neighborhoods. They had some good weed. Like they had some gas that was like slick killing what we had. We had some little sour diesel or something, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Probably some grapes or something. You know what I'm saying? Them boys had some pressure that had just came out. So they was like giving us like a zip of this shit. And plus they had the cigars. So that's how I end up in the bathroom. Cause one of them was like, let's go in the bathroom. My homeboy got a whole case of them. He in the bathroom selling the nigga some gas. He got plenty of cigars. I leave with one of the Crips, get in the bathroom, buy a couple of boxes of cigars, and when I'm reaching for my money, it's about almost an hour after I done came in the club now. I realized, oh shit, I got the jewelry. I got the diamond bracelet from WhooKidd. Damn. So now, because I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, I done bought my cigars and shit. I'm sticking them in my pocket. I done paid this nigga. I'm putting my money back in my pocket. I'm taking a piss. I'm getting myself together. I'm the only one in the bathroom. I got the opportunity to cross this nigga and just keep it in Western Union at home. I can Western Union at home. Soon we get back to the hotel, I can just Western Union back home and, you know what I'm saying, get my mama or one of my soldiers, one of my sharks to just put it up. One of my little bitches or something at the time. I opted to take the honest route, y'all. This is another situation. And I don't feel like it cost me. I feel like it preserved me life. Because sometimes karma will treat you better if you didn't treat other motherfuckers worse. Man, listen, man. I slide down. When I slide down when I slid down to the DJ booth, WhooKidd was up in there with somebody else. And, you know, some other DJ that was locally from their area. And he was just feeling good and doing his thing and getting his money. And, you know, I bumped down on him and pulled that thing out on him and told him, man, listen, man, you slipping, man. You need to be more careful, homie. And don't say I ain't never gave you nothing, pit ass nigga. And he looked at me and said, Sosa, oh my God. What the fuck? How did you get that? What the fuck? I said, man, you slipping. Be careful. Pay attention, man, and watch your 6, homie. And don't say I ain't never gave you nothing. Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you now. I put him to the side to his ear. I said, WhooKidd, don't never say don't never say a Cashville nigga ain't no real nigga, homie. We solid as fuck. He said, Sosa, homie, I owe you, man. I owe you big, nigga. I owe you, fam. Look, man, you a good nigga. Nigga, this cost me like $70,000. He started telling me what it cost, that it came from Jacob the Jeweler and shit. That's how I knew where it was from. And he was just hugging me around my neck and telling me how much he appreciated me and shit, man. So, boom, he jumped on the mic. He give me a shout out. Shout out my nigga SosaThaPlug, Cashville, G in the South in this bitch. Boom. He, you know what I'm saying? He go tell Fifth and shit about it, you know, afterwards or whatever. But I'm saying, long story short, probably about 20 minutes after that, I thought we get some weed rolled up, we pop on stage so we can perform. Guess who the fuck walk on stage? Spider motherfucking Loc, y'all. On me. You know what I'm saying? S.P.I hit the stage while we in the middle of performing. We getting down, talking our shit, whatever. S.P.I slide on stage, nigga. Drunk than a motherfucker, feeling good. Nigga been on them airport drinks, nigga. They done made S.P.I wait and catch another flight. Kicked him off the flight. He talked his shit, nigga. Stood his ground, nigga. Nigga did not go to jail. You feel me? I said, ain't this a bitch? When I see my nigga, man, I was feeling it. You see what I'm saying? Now, we gets drunker than a skunk. I'm talking about super duper duper drunk. Nigga, we getting off. We get high in the motherfucker. And I be damned if me and Spider drunk ass then go back to the room after the club with some of these same bitches from that club and shit. Took someone back to the club, to the room I'm in with us. And that was the night we got to fighting, y'all. On me. You know what I'm saying? We was drunk as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it was the night we got to fight. I'm not sure, but either way. Shout out my nigga S.P.I, man. You know what I'm saying? This love, man. I just wanted to tell y'all about that shit. That shit was crazy, man. For real, man. Y'all go ask S.P.I about that. I'm going to send him his video, see what he think, man. For real, man. 100, man. Shout out L.A. Shout out the real niggas out there. All the sets, the blue rags, the red rags. Shout out all the vatos, you know what I'm saying? All the essays, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole East L.A. You know what I'm saying? Fuck 12. Y'all know what's going on. They can eat 2 dicks. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Even shout out Beverly Hills and Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I had a time in my life at the La Montage, man. Might do a mixtape out of one day. You know what I'm saying? But God bless y'all, man. I hope y'all get some money today. I hope y'all don't let the devil get in y'all path and get in y'all you know what I'm saying, in y'all mental. And fuck up what y'all got going on as far as your vision God gave you, man. The devil dance in empty pockets, man. And you know what I'm saying? Idle Minds Workshop. Let's go, man. Let's get some money, sharks. You know what I'm saying? We don't sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, let's find Nemo.